Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew Hester, and welcome back to Space Engineers. Okay, I need to take care of my energy real quick. However, yeah, quite a lot of progress, and I apologize for the last episode that I tried to put out. I mixed up the audio, well, technically the clips, of the one where I'm actually talking, and then one of the things that I had going on in the background, because I don't play, like, it's too boring. There's usually something going on in the background. Most of the time it's a documentary. Like, right now I have, the Burj Khalifa, basically paused. But anyway, so yeah. I did make considerable headway with the space elevator. However, after I reached like 40 kilometers, I was so excited. It's like, okay, I get to finally be able to show you guys like the full length, or like the final couple pieces. I kept glitching through it, like flying straight through it. Like, I could have been going at 2,000 meters a second, flew right through it. I could have been, like, even in my jetpack, I could have just gone straight through. So, because of that, and no, I don't have the new Space Engineer limits on this world. Everything's unlimited. So, I'm just thinking it was too big. So, as much as it pains me to say it, I cannot make a planetary-based space elevator. It is going to have to be on a moon. However, I am thinking, because this is supposed to be a research outpost-based system, I'm thinking maybe the moon will be where I just relax. Like, the planet right here, well, that project was a complete flop. I deleted it, however, because of my OCD, I cannot tolerate the loss of those kind of resources. So when I cut it from the world, I did keep track, because, as we all remember, I was building with the 250 meter long concrete shaft cargo version. And yeah, so I know it was 40 kilometers because I remember noting it down that it was 160 units or shafts all connected. So elevator's a complete flop. It's going to have to be on a moon. And you know what? I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in now so I don't forget. Planets. Let's go for Earth-like. I'm thinking, let's go for that. Now where to... Oh, that would be so mean. Now, I plan to strip mine that planet right there, so I can't put it there. Ooh, let's put it inside. Okay, let's not. I want it to be relatively close to me, so... yeah, that's danger close. Just watch all my ships just fall right into it. Okay, that's good enough. I mean, I do like the savannah, it's just the grass is not green enough for me. I don't know, I gotta stop being picky. Anyway, so... what is this? Why, this is the Ishimura. Yes, I've made considerable progress. The downside is, this is going to be a frickin' nightmare to figure out. I know this entire section is mostly cargo storage, with the upper part going for hydroponics. However, I don't know what... I mean, I know I said this was going to be the engineering area where all the thrusters are, but... Holy crap! What, do I have cargo containers for the fuel for this thing? That's gonna be overkill. You have to understand why I say that, because I have the worst ship designing OCD on the frickin' planet. Excuse me. The videos of me constructing the Quasar is proof of that. Because I really feel the need to utilize all of the space. Like, I hate leaving an entire block just... Hold on, I think I'm starting to... Okay, there we go. Because I feel like it's just a waste of space not having it. Like, well, that's why I go with the utilitarian design of, well, just look at this freaking mining ship. Like, there's no hull. Basically, if one of the drills breaks and I don't notice and I keep going through, I'm going to lose all of the refineries. And if we fly over here, I do have the SAV elevator. I didn't make it on this world, but that I also ran into the issue of the elevator not working properly. So, well, the actual shaft or tether. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to try the SAV on here. Maybe. I don't know. Side project, not important. Ishimura. So, it almost flew into that. Well, you know what? Let me just bring in what I have for the SAV-1. So far. It's still not complete, but it still sheds a lot of light into my designs. Now, like I said, this is not a fully complete... Stop lagging. It's because I'm recording, isn't it? And I'm at 25 frames per second. You guys won't notice because I'll render it at 60 frames. But... Whee! Uh-oh. Okay, so gravity's still a little too strong. But, I mean, look at this. Like, this is the mechanical section. Basically, passengers are not allowed on here. And, as you can see, I'm using as much as I can. Like, if I need more gyros, I'm going to put them on the wall. If I need more thrusters, they're going to go outside. But, well, you know what I mean. Like, it's just one of those things. I mean, out here, this is where I still need to do a bulk of the actual work. Yeah, I think I know how to do this. Okay, but anyway, it's like I said, it's just one of those things. I have the worst OCD. Even if I was to do this entire thing in creative mode, which would kind of defeat the purpose of this world. But, I mean, even this entirety in creative would be a freaking nightmare. Just because of its sheer size, and I hate wasting space, even though not wasting space is going to make this thing so much heavier. But on the other hand, well, and again, I know this is not a 100% representation of the Ishimura. It's just, I know some of you have been giving me images, and one of you even gave me a 3D a 3D website that actually has this in 3D, and that's why this front end looks the way it does instead of the old way, which really the only thing that looks like the Ishimura anymore is the back section, and even that is really, really pushing it. Like, I need to get the 7 ribs in as soon as I can. But I'm thinking those giant ribs that you see on the ship, fill those with cargo containers for the mined ore, because, well, I still intend to keep as much of the ship sections as close to the game itself, what you see in those little level transitions. So this area below this little bulkhead area type thing, this is going to be the mining processing deck, basically where the refineries are going to go. Now for the side struts, that's where I'm going to have the basically I'm going to line all of them with the mining laser, well, the 2 bigger ones with the mining laser, and oh, that's gonna carve. I think, if I'm right, about 150 meters of well, that's how wide it's gonna be, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's still subject to change, just because this thing is a nightmare. So, yeah, basically the upper parts, hydroponics. Okay, now I remember why I flew up here originally. I need to cut this out. I mean, yeah, this is still supposed to be a bulkhead, but, I mean, for Pete's sakes. Okay, now I can fly back and forth. Anyway, I mean, I know a lot of this is going to be mostly reactors as well, just because I am going to be utilizing this lovely thing. And if we fly right here, it takes up so much power. Basically, I would need an arc reactor times 20 for each drill. Now, before you ask why did I remove the beam drill from the mining ship, that's because of that very reason. I had 25 of them on here, and I started to put in the reactors, but I thought against it just because this design, yes, I need a new mining ship. That's why I'm actually building this one, though, because I do plan to replace that with this. Hopefully. We'll see. Because that moon right there, I want to strip mine it. I want to strip it all. But, how to actually accomplish this? I don't know. So, yeah. Lot of things. Maybe I should just work on the bridge first. just get that set up. That's gonna be, oh yeah, that's gonna be the hardest thing to work on. But to give you an idea on the size of, well, not the size, but the weight that this thing is right now, if we fly over here, as you can see, this cockpit by itself is 418 kilograms by itself. If we fly over to this, yeah, and this is just the hull. I'm guessing this ship on its own is going to be like 300 million kilograms. I don't know why it keeps converting, but it does. Oh, this is a nightmare. However, before you ask, well, because this is a survival world, basically, once I get to the point where I actually start building, like, the interior components and all that, I am going to take a look at the mass of the ship, and I'm going to keep track of how many armor blocks I put in. So at the end of the day, when the ship is done, I am going to fly to one of these containers. Well, I'm going to make a cargo container, fill it with all of the steel components, and just remove it. And then put back the, well, basically what I would do is go like that, install a container like that, and go like that, but then put it back like that, but without the contents. So, because again, my OCD is not going to let me just build this in a survival world while in creative. And yeah, so it will. Okay, this is starting to piss me off. This right here. Okay. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Okay. Because, like I said, this is starting to piss me off. Okay, let's just delete all that. Featured on Saturdays. Creative mode with Andrew. Again, Keen, why can't we have already... These two blocks probably are my most irksome blocks right now in Space Engineers, just because of the fact that you can't just place a 1x2 block straight up. Well, an armored block. You could do a ramp, but structurally that's not sound. Plus, it doesn't exactly blend in all that well. Okay, let's continue. And then let's make that little armor strip up there disappear. Such riveting fun, isn't it? This is why I listen to documentaries in the background. Just so I'm not driving myself nuts. Whoops. Ah, goody. The lag spike. Stop. Okay. There we go. And... yeah, that looks so much better. Like I said, this is not 100% a 100% representation of the Ishimura. If that wasn't obvious. Okay, let's try doing... Don't interrupt me. Sorry, it sounded like someone was coming downstairs. Okay, let's try... yeah, so... like I said, a lot of riveting work going on behind the scenes. So, I mean, it is coming along. I will say that, but it's just a very, very slow process. Yeah, that looks so wrong, but there's no block. There isn't a block that'll actually fill that, which makes me sad, but at the same time, from a distance, these blocks probably piss me off the most because, watch this. I'll change it back to that. Hey, look, it's not oriented correctly. Go back to the... Could you imagine trying to build the acclimator? Oh, God. I mean, from a distance, it looks good up until you look at right here. That's just gonna have to do because that still looks awful. There's no way to blend it though. But so yeah. So I'm out of all things to talk about. What the? What are blocks just suddenly deleting themselves or something? Oh, the woes of construction. I say construction, but I'm still in creative mode. So, yeah, lot of little details. Anyway, I'm done taking your time, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Oh! No. You stay back. Hey!
Is there something wrong with me?
Reinforcements on.
Actually, don't answer that. I'll just say
Ready for action. Upgrade in progress.
You've let unidentified to investigate.
My finger slipped!
Reinforcements on.
What the fuck?
Reinforcements.
This is my own planet!